Hello, this is Shar from The Real Kitchen for Real People, and I hope and trust that everyone is feeling and doing well. Today I have a requested recipe from one of my channel members on my spin on lemon velvet cake. So that's what we're going to prepare today. Now first I'd like to prepare the icing first because the frosting, because it has to kind of chill a little bit. So we're going to do our frosting first. So in this bowl I have 8 ounces of cream cheese and 1 stick of butter. And I'm going to blend that. And then in this bowl I'm going to sift 1 cup of powdered sugar. I like to sift it so it won't be lumpy in your frosting when you mix it. And then I'll put in a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a teaspoon of lemon extract. And then I'll probably add just a little zest, lemon zest, to the frosting. So that's just up to you. That's optional. But let's get started so we can get our frosting in the refrigerator and chill before we start the cake. So first let's cream the cream cheese and butter. Until it's this consistency. Okay. Now I'm going to sift a cup of flour, a cup of powdered sugar. Let me see here. Let's go back. Now I'm going to sift 1 cup of powdered sugar. And I might as well sift it into this bowl with the cream cheese and butter. And this is just to keep them big lumps from being in your frosting. Makes it a little bit easier to mix. So just sift that in there until you get that finished. Okay, now I'm going to add my vanilla. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. And a teaspoon of lemon extract. To give it that real lemony taste in your frosting. Okay, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of fresh lemon juice. Let's try a teaspoon of that. And then just a teaspoon, probably a teaspoon of the zest. Okay, now we're going to mix that all together and get it ready for the refrigerator. Okay, now it's all mixed, and I'm going to put it in this bowl here, a smaller bowl, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator. See how fluffy it is? Looks great. And then you can give the kiddos the bowl taste that icing, or whoever your taster is. But we used to look forward in getting that cake bowl after Mom fixed cakes, or the icing. We look forward in that. So we put this in a smaller bowl and put it in the refrigerator until you get through with your cake. Place it in the refrigerator. Okay, now we're going to prepare the cake batter. You want to sift 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So you want to sift that into a bowl. We're going to mix all our dry ingredients first. So let's do that. That'll be 2.5 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt will go into this bowl. So get your stuff ready, get your dry ingredients ready. Now stir that all up together. Mix it up really well. Now set that aside and we're going to work on our wet ingredients. Okay, in another bowl we're going to mix together our wet ingredients. And so in this bowl we're going to have 1 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of butter, 3/4 cup of veggie oil, and we're going to mix that all up together. Let's mix it till it's nice and creamy. It'll be loose, but that's what we want. Okay, now this is what it'll look like. And at this point you want to turn on your oven. Preheat your oven at 325. And now we're going to add our room temperature eggs. We're going to have 3 eggs at room temperature. So anytime you're making a cake or anything like that, be sure to put your eggs and butter and that type of stuff out like 30 minutes to 45 minutes before you use them. So we're going to add the 3 eggs to this wet mixture one at a time. Okay, I'm going to add them one at a time and then mix. Scrape your side. And mix. Now we're going to add a tablespoon of lemon extract. That'll give it that real good lemony taste. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of the vanilla extract. Give it that little vanilla. vanilla lemony taste. And then you want to mix that up. Okay, now I'm going to add my lemon zest to this wet batter, which is a tablespoon. Don't matter if you go over a little bit, it just be that much zestier. And then you want to mix that. Okay, now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, and then a tablespoon of vinegar. Just the white distilled vinegar. And I'll have the recipe below, so don't worry. And we're going to mix that up together. Okay, now we're going to add our flour, our dry mixture, to the wet mixture. And what I'll do is stir it in a little bit at a time and alternate it with your buttermilk. So, because you don't want to over mix your flour into your wet ingredients. So I'm going to stir that in and add a little bit at a time. I add about 2 scoops of that and stir it with my wooden spoon until I don't see any more flour. And so you can do that first. Okay, now you want to add more flour, a little bit at a time, and just a little of your buttermilk. And stir. Add more flour, a little more buttermilk, and stir. Until you see no more flour. Add your last flour. And your last buttermilk. And then I'm going to blend this last one for just a minute, not long. Okay, now you're ready to prepare your pans. I'm going to spray my 9-inch pans. Or you can spray in flour, but I just spray mine and kind of rub them around like this. And then I put my parchment paper at the bottom, because you can get these pre-cuts, the pre-cut parchment sheets at Walmart in the party area. So I like to use those. It's a lot less stress. I spray the pan and then I just lay those in the bottom. And you can get them the size you need, 8-inch, 9-inch. So you just lay them in the bottom of your pans. And it'll be like this when you lay them in there. And then it's ready for your batter. And you want to put your batter in there and just kind of evenly distribute it. Just evenly distribute it so your cakes can come out even. It already looks good. Now you could put food coloring in there if you wish, but I didn't because I think my eggs were yellow enough to give it that little lemon cast. So scrape that all out, all those goodies, and then I'll give this bowl with these leftover goodies in there to my husband, who likes to eat after the cake batter out of the bowl. Okay, and then I'll put these in the oven and let them cook for 25 to 30 minutes. Kind of shake them a little bit and then put them in the oven. For 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, here they are, beautiful and brown, and they're light to the touch. That means they're done. So I'm going to let them set for 10 minutes before I take them out of the pan. In the meantime, you can clean up your stuff. That way your kitchen is clean when you get ready to icing your cake. And by the way, go on and take your cake, your frosting out of the refrigerator and set it aside. Okay, let's take them out of the pan. Take your knife and go around the edges, kind of loosen that up. And shake it just a little bit. Slowly turn it over. Okay, you want to do both of them like that. Take them out of the pan. Slowly turn them over. Now peel your portion paper off. See how easy that is? These are wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let them rest for about 5 minutes, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of my icing out of this bowl and put it in a smaller bowl. Set that aside, and then I'm going to put a little food coloring, yellow food coloring in here. Just 1 drop to start out. And then I'm going to stir that together. Stirring it up to get that coloring in there real good. And you don't see any white. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the middle of my cake. And you can do this if you want. It's just to make a little pretty to it. Just a Shar spin to this recipe. So that's what you'll have for the middle. Now I'm going to place one of my cakes on this beautiful springy summer plate. Kind of matches with that yellow. So I'm going to set one of my cakes onto the plate. Okay. And there we have the one on the plate, and I'm going to icing it with the yellow icing on top of that. So I'll just spoon that on the top. And I'm going to put all of it really, because that's going to be the middle part of the cake. Just giving it that yellow, cheerful touch. Okay, now you're gonna just spread that over your cake in the middle, like that. So do that until it's completely spread evenly. Okay, just squeeze just a little lemon juice in there in your icing account because it may be a little stiff, and just stir it up until it's whippy. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put the other layer on top. But I'm going to turn it over like that. So you get your dome at the top. Like that. So I'm going to icing. I'm going to start icing from the side to, from the top to the side and around. And you do this until you finish the whole cake. Do your sides first. Until you go all the way around. Okay, here we have it. Our lemon velvet cake. And I'm going to put a little lemon zest on top. It's optional. But just to let everybody know, it is a lemon cake. Don't that look delicious? Not the greatest icing, but I'm trying to get it as even as I could around here. Okay. And you might do better at icing than I. But here we have it. And I hope that you enjoyed this recipe because it was really fun making. And it's so beautiful and delicious. So if you got to take something somewhere for the family reunions and stuff, it's this time of year, this is a perfect cake to share. So if you like this recipe, please let me know by commenting below and giving me thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also, I know that you want to continue supporting the channel so I can continue sharing recipes with all the viewers. And I'd like to give a special shout out to KMCK for supporting my channel as a pantry member. And if you like, you are welcome to join the pantry lounge, and you have a little extra perks. And she is the one who requested this lemon velvet cake, and I appreciate her requesting it, and it looks delicious. So without further ado, remember that my cookbook link is below, and the actual recipe of this delicious lemon velvet cake will be listed as well. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll cut this in a minute and let you see what that jewel is inside. So without further ado, love, love. Okay, now we're getting ready to slice the cake and have the taster, my official taster, taste it and see what he thinks. Cut's beautiful. Mmm. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Check that out. And he's reaching for it. Here you go. Okay. Try it and see what you think.
A real cake.
Right. Is it nice and soft?
Mm, mm, mm.
Is it enough lemony?
Mm-hmm. 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 It's delicious.
How many thumbs up?
Including my toes.
All right. Don't hit the icing. All right. You have it. The official taster says it's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
So, I hope you enjoy it as much as we're going to.
I sure am.
All right. Talk to you later. Love, love.